everyone, I'm here with the decks for the month of October. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what they are, but I'm gonna talk about them anyway because I don't show all of the decks that I use. So if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I do a daily draw Monday to Friday with a tarot deck for the month and an oracle deck for the month. And so our tarot deck for the month is the classic Tarot of the Vampires. So that's the back there with the rose on it. This deck is definitely a classic. It's been out there for a while. It is not a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. I think it's more thothy a little bit, but it's definitely its own thing. The book that comes with this deck is definitely an excellent reference book. I know a lot of people love it. So I picked this deck, it's October, Halloween's coming up, vampires, of course, vampires. It is definitely a very interesting deck, a dark deck. Some people hate this deck, some people love it. It's all over the place. And so they have different, like the scepters are the wands. So they're all there. The sun. There we go. Knives are for swords. Fortune. We've got grails for cups. Oh, this one's upside down. More grails. I'm going to show you. There's skulls. I'm trying to find a skull here. Ooh, Lady of Knives. Look at her. Queen of Knives. Queen of Swords. Very cool. Emperor. They've got skulls for... There we go. Two of skulls. Skulls are the pentacles. So there we are. So as you can see, it's not a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So a little bit different, but I thought really great for the month. And then I'm pairing it with, of course, the Halloween Oracle. How could I not for the month of October? I really love this Oracle deck. I think it's very, I love the cute backing. With all of the little, you've got your cats and your pumpkins and your bats and things. Really cool. But, as cute as this is, it's still like a really deep kind of deck. It really has a lot of wonderful fall type themes to it. And I just think it pairs really well. These creepy trick-or-treaters. And the artwork is really beautiful too. It's beautiful. We've got zombies as well. So it's a fun deck, but this deck is it's not fluffy at all. I think it touches on a lot of different themes for this time of year of transition and death and ancestry, and but also the joys of this kind of time of year as well. So I'm looking forward to pairing that on Instagram. For those of you that are getting readings from me as well for the month of October, unless I'm sort of directed to do otherwise, or intuitively directed to do otherwise, I will be reading with these decks. I'm also pairing it with the Mystical Lenormand. This is my Lenormand deck for the fall. Doesn't totally match with the others, but I do like this deck, and it's very simple and straightforward. Very classic. It's got kind of a fairy tale type kind of feel to it. And I think that kind of goes with the others a little bit anyway. So I'll be using that one. And then, when I do readings for people, I usually use like a angel or a god or goddess deck. And I am going to be using the new deck from Kyle Gray, which is the Angels and Ancestors deck, which I love. It is very earthy. It's not your typical like angel kind of syrupy sweet deck. It's definitely got an earthy tone to it. Lots of earthy colors. It's very pagan-y, which goes with the Halloween thing, I think. These beautiful animals in here. It's very multicultural deck, which I like as well. So it's got different nature things in here. So I'm going to be using it with that as well. Because for this time of year, the fall, I wanted something, I didn't want like light fluffy angels. I wanted something a little bit more earthy, a little bit darker. And I think that this is a great deck for that, for the dark half of the year. I think that, this kind of suits me a little bit more right now. So those are the decks I'm going to be using for the month of October. Let me know what you're using for the month of October. Do you like these decks? Do you have them? What are you using? Let me know. And as always, peace, love, rock and roll.